In 1965 and 1966, when I photographed Dr. King here in Chicago, most photographers shot in black and white. It was less expensive, and it was the only way to get into local newspapers. I found out later I was the only photographer shooting in color.
The Commission on Human Relations used these photos for a number of years, thinking how can we celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday by sharing them with the library system, different not-for-profits.
I was trying to help people understand that it wasn't Dr. King that was causing the violence, but that there were people in Chicago neighborhoods that did not want fair housing.
I grew up in Inglewood, just a couple miles away, and we drove through there all the time. So when I saw the photo, I was like, I know that place. Yeah, this is where they actually threw rocks at my mother's car.
I was here with Dr. King and about 10,000 other people. I was able to get within a couple feet of the podium. In those days, there really was no security. No one ever told me to stop. No one said anything to me.
The colors he used, they're vivid. People can relate to them, particularly with young people who are shocked. This is Chicago? No, he was here.
When I photographed Dr. King, I did not know what I was doing. I would bring one roll of color film to these historic events. To this day, I can't believe I could be so stupid. On the other hand, I was very careful. I made each shot count. This photo is one of my favorite photos of Dr. King and Coretta. It shows how anxious he is of what might lie ahead for him. At times, I was photographing Dr. King, and at other times, I was actually in the marches. I was spit upon repeatedly, and I said to this one guy, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And the older black man in front of me said, remember why you're here, brother. And from that point on, I never said another word. When I look back on the photos, I just wish that Dr. King was still with us. His message was one of hope, courage, compassion, mercy, and we don't see enough of that today. It's been 55 years since I first photographed Dr. King, and a day doesn't go by that I don't think about his mission.
One of my favorite quotes from Dr. King, I have many, he says, we must all live as brothers and sisters or perish as fools.
Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend.